Happy Mama Maserati. It's a happy Mama Maserati. Maserati is a car?
It's a car.
Yeah. Does he own a one?
I think he does.
So why does he sing about things?
Actors.
He was an actor.
Artists, I think.
He says, happy Mama Maserati. Happy Mama Maserati. Happy Mama Maserati. Kadife wanoteka wochi. It's a happy Matukutuku. It's a happy Matukutuku.
Which artist has the most expensive car in Uganda?
That could be between the Hammer or the Escalade.
Really?
Yeah, because Bobby Wine and Chameleon have Escalades. Then Bebe Cole has a Hammer.
That Baffude is cheap now, isn't it?
Mukba musajjo but now.
Isn't it cheap now?
I don't know, but
who had a Lambo? Someone had a yellow Lambo.
A musician.
Was it Zari?
Jokava Nai. Zari, she never had a Lambo when she was a musician. Hey, like but you see, eventually our people got to understand it is okay to buy Kawundo instead of a Hammer, because you may spend the rest of your life servicing a Hammer instead of doing something else. I think times are not so good for our musicians. So most of them are driving TX. But then also when you talk of expensive cars, maybe call Avuga V8.
The one that was given, the one Sevo gave him,
same as Kusasira. So I think that's where they rank. Anyway, speaking of Nigerian musicians from West Africa, Nigerians are doing End SARS. You've seen that campaign?
Yes.
Yesterday I was on this guy, this producer with a big voice. What's his name? The one that sang with Eminado. Don Jazzy. There's he posted, some guy was in church at TB Joshua's church, was talking about that SARS. SARS is their police. It's like more like VCCU.
Disease.
But SARS was also a disease.
Yeah.
It's more like VCCU, like Operation Wembley, those things. Now, what happens is, I think they've been beating people anyhow, treating them. So the guy was saying he was Tuku from church. They stopped him. He told them, guys, I'm from church. I don't have money. The next they had shot at him through the jaw.
What?
And behind they killed the wife. They also shot at the wife. So he had gone to TB Joshua's church asking for help and all those things. Very unfortunate. He came with his kids, he came with something holding the jaw. And but what many people in Uganda have come out to say is, can't we have the same solidarity these Nigerians are showing? Because the campaign has been driven by Nigerian celebrities. Musicians have come out, led by Davido and Wizkid. They are saying, come on.
Savage.
Yeah, this must stop. They've held meetings with the IGPA. Actually, they disbanded SARS. But they are saying we need justice, not just you disband and people go and all those things.
All members of SARS have been called for rebriefing and retraining.
That's because the Nigerians hold their celebrities accountable as well.
Yeah.
You're not going to have a flat. They do. They hold them accountable.
You're not going to celebrities are rich enough to say, that's the show.
Yes.
You have broke artists here.
Yes.
Who can't even stand up to Boda guy.
And that's what I was telling people.
That's what I'm saying. Because their people hold them accountable.
We don't hold them accountable.
No, we don't. I'm saying here we don't. But in Nigeria they do. If we held the people with platforms here accountable, if they knew that their money was threatened, if they say nothing, especially at a time where they need to be vocal, they'd act. That's why those guys act, because they know they
But here, the problem we have is one. Police, we could condemn police, but police is the same thing that lets celebrities move without number plate. Police allow celebrities to drink that stick. Yeah?
That stick.
Yes, it lets them move the escape lines. When they impregnate girls, police is the one that shields them. Now, there is no way they can condemn it.
Yes.
You get it? Here, when they wanted me out of the job, they wrote their complaint went up to Kaihura. Those people said, Futumani Kaihura, we even want a meeting with Kaihura. And Kaihura said, let me write a letter. Wrote to everywhere. then I said, this man won't stay long in that job. And he did. Because the mind you stoop low. You see, I always tell people, there are things, you see, the challenge we have in our society, people are reactionary. You get it? Brian, you can call someone an idiot today. If society does not react, it is not wrong. But when society reacts, it is wrong, and that is where the problem is. And some of us who don't want double standards, if I call you an idiot today and tomorrow someone, and nobody shouts, and tomorrow someone comes out to make noise for me, we don't joke. Now they come, hey, Kasuku, he said the impossible. Then also the IGP, months later, they told him go to Kasagama. Go rear your goats. So, but that is it. Our musicians, we are saying you need to involve yourselves more in
things that affect
exactly
people,
because at the end of the day, if this people stop, if they don't have money today, people are saying allow bars to work, allow events to come back. But what did you say about the situation they were going through when we told them support these people who support you? You don't necessarily have to give them food. Come out and say, you know, this is wrong. You distribute food. Ask government. You know those things. They said, politics. Now you imagine if they say concerts to happen again. These people will invest money, but we don't have money to spend. But you will invest money because you didn't make noise enough to put a situation where we can still make money, so that when you come back, we can do what? Support you. So, but that is happening in Nigeria. Yeah.
It's also sad that our musicians feel that getting involved in politics is things that don't, like to be in Kwata.
Exactly. Yes.
You need to
now,
be involved.
Away from that, last time I was here, UPRS was going to the polls. They wanted representatives on their board, and then they told them, please bring your papers. You remember Kaye was here. He had come to tell me, Kasuku, they are frustrating me.
Is that
they don't now luckily he went through. So UPRS now has a constituted board. They have, I think, 6 or 8 elected appointed, then 5 elected. So now they can do their work well. I just want to tell musicians out there, it is important for you to be members of UPRS. It is important for you to raise your voice with things related with copyright. That copyright most of you are looking at and
they
don't
even
care
understand.
Is where the money you're going to eat when you are 70 years is going to come from. But of course, most of you are illiterate. You have not seen enough blackboards. Now they told them you must have a degree
to stand.
Yes,
to be on
to
the
stand.
Board,
And their president, the president of musicians, Waiki Benda, very educated man with a first-class degree,
chemical engineer.
Yes, I don't know. He influenced him to sign a document authored by illiterate people who said, "Parliament is senior 6. You should lower to senior 6." I said, "You people, your association handles billions of money. You want a senior 6 chap to what is a senior 6 person going to tell you about the billions you have?" You get it? Because they want to be comfortable.
But they can also say
why don't they go?
People are also
Why don't they go back to school?
Yeah.
Yes. The reason why educated people are stealing the uneducated is because the uneducated are talented but have not taken time to go back to understand how their business is run. You get it?
Yeah.
So, I wanted to tell you of the people who were thrown out because of papers, but that will be a conversation for another day. How are you, Mr. Julius Chaze? How are you doing? Swangs Avenue.
He's a good businessman.
Yeah, he's a good businessman. And
he's a very good businessman.
Now, Maritza, I saw this week these 6 party chicks. They were taken to court. They pleaded guilty, I think. and they took them to Chitaria. They think they have to return for sentencing
Chitaria.
if they were not sentenced already.
Isn't Chitaria the new Nagun?
Yes. But what went through my mind when I saw the news? I saw the girls.
Where are them?
And then someone asked something that really brought me back to you. Where are the men?
Yeah.
To me, as Maza.
Yes. Didn't they get any men because was the sex party lesbian? I'm just asking.
Kids
was
are
it?
Listening. Kavako.
Which kids are listening?
All the children.
Why are they listening?
Fresh kid.
So it's very unfortunate, but I beg the authorities, one, to the media people, please don't put these people's faces in the news. You imagine it's your kid that's there. You know, people make mistakes every day. I think you could cover their faces, especially those girls. For me, it was weird. But then also what was weirder was the fact that those guys were not there. It rubbed me the wrong way.
It's easier to not sleep in jail if you're a guy. It's a lot easier.
And unlike women.
And excuse me, first of all, even getting redress for being assaulted for whatever reason from the police, God bless you, your gods, your ancestors, and all the doctors you saw, because that for it in itself is like a miracle. So
okay, away from that, the two biggest stories of the weekend, Pastor Mutesasira, the ex-hubby to Julie Mutesasira, walked down the aisle. He got another Mubezi.
Yeah.
After Julie Mutesasira went AWOL 2 years ago. She vanished.
She's playing for another team
to
now.
Canada.
We are told that she's playing for another team now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to, you know when Julie was about to go, there was a big rift between her and the pastor. Apparently, the pastor, from what I heard, the pastor was accusing her of infidelity. I hear she was sleeping around some celebrities here. At one point, they said they nabbed her. Kati pastor che yali yakola nga yamuteekako. One, pastor I think had kids, grown-ups. Now Julie welcomed them n'abaagala. Kati pastor na planting one of the kids. Ngatambula ne Julie nga yamuwa info. But I think also pastor, the mother of these kids, I think still wanted pastor. So this kid could give information. Anyhow, we are here. We are doing this and this. I think that's where also the rumor began from. She was sleeping with the Pat. She was doing this. You know those things. So I think Julie nechimutuka wano. Then she went. They say she left on the LGBT card to go. You heard of that? But we don't know if indeed she's LGBT.
Yeah.
But she's in Canada.
Yeah.
She's having a good time.
Yeah.
I don't think she's bothered with what happened. However, when I spoke about it on Dembe last week, someone from the pastor's camp called me, gave me extra information that is very bloody. Kati, and I said,
look at Maritza.
Humanity. You see, our man always says, Kasuku, Ubuntu Bulam. So I said, out of Ubuntu Bulam, I will not say. Yeah. But I want to warn those people who have come out to attack that pastor, that you leave the pastor. Because if the information that is going around gets to social media, we may not want to see Julie again. And the fact that she has kids and what, to Muleke, the pastor moved on in peace. He didn't cause a scandal and what, Then I've seen some people arguing that the pastors in Mubalokore, they can do as they wish, but the sheep can't do as they what? As they wish.
Did you say sheep?
That's a story for another day. Anyway, as we wind up, Kenzo and Muzaata met at a wedding over the weekend. They even pulled in the hands.
What do you mean?
Kasuku.
This is an English station.
Auntie, it's like you see Nina Senyiga. I have nostalgia.
What?
That
doesn't make sense.
Okay. Kenzo and
Are you putting the nose in nostalgia?
Kenzo, first wait. Kenzo and Muzaata met.
They pulled each other's hands.
And they met exactly a year ago when they were no longer at ease. When Kenzo said, Banank, Nena kwekore chintu. Uganda government.
Where are you?
But you know, look at them one. Over here, I got to go good new mira video. I'm saying I get that about nigga isakuchi. So, but they made up. They are now. From what I saw, Muzaata was happy. Kenzo was happy. That was also an episode one no Mukampala.
Yes.
Ojijukira bulungi. Things happened.
You mean Sebunya and Rem have been together for 1 year?
Just no. The year is coming next month.
Oh.
Because Jukira, after Kuchala. So then Kwanjura happened, I think, in November.
And that's when Muzaata blasted Kenzo.
That's when Muzaata blasted Kenzo. The man said, Uganda government, where are you? I said, but one watching to Kenzo Cheyakola. Kenzo yatula alika live. Netuyingire mitwalo bajali musanvu. Obebiri. Nentegera nti ya sajja alesa amaanyi.
Power is a power.
Yeah? You understood that the power is power.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm happy for sebo abana abagizi ba Kenzo bagenda bayiwa pirawe wa Muzaata ku gate. Ne bayiwa pirawo. Ebifi byenyama omuchere nengamba banangi. We bayiye pirawo babayincho mya yinzo mulya. Oba baloza byakusaga. Akubulira mazima. Bayiwa pirawo nengamba echichi akoze echi. Kenzo came back. He said, I've forgiven Muzaata, our elder. Jukira. Whatever. Did you see the conversation, this thing when Kenzo had issues with Bobby Wine? You remember that incident was quoted?
Yes.
That there were people brokering Muzaata to meet Kenzo. You get it? Then along the way, connection was cut. You remember that the story of Blue Ticks?
Yeah.
So many things happen behind the doors, and we actually never get to know. But yeah, they met a year on. So I was telling you about nostalgia. I have nostalgia. Nostalgia, Chichi.
Nostalgia is a feeling that you've been somewhere before.
Oh.
You're yearning for something that you experienced already.
Yeah, something that you experienced before.
Okay.
Isn't that deja vu? No, you're nostalgic if something reminds you
Of something.
you've experienced
Yeah.
before. Yes, that's being nostalgic.
Deja vu is the feeling that you've already been
here
somewhere.
You've already been somewhere.
Yes.
So Katife, when you have flunga, made demono. That's not nostalgic.
No.
That is nauseating. Right?
No, nauseating is...
That is
nauseous
nausea.
Nausea. Stop putting nose in all the nose words.
And let's say the nose.
Nausea is when you want to throw up. When you're nauseated. You
nauseated.
have a sesame in Luganda is what?
Okusesema.
Yes.
Nesheshem. Wait, meme is what? This or behind? Meme is where? Behind is moyo.
Why does that word make you happy?
The way when you're going to speak about moyo.
Moyo come.
So I'm nostalgic. No, I'm nauseatic.
Nothing.
Katishino.
You're congested.
Congested is about to be fat in you. Like if you're very fat, you are congested.
No.
But then, Brian,
congested is full to capacity. Like there's no room.
Room for releasing anything.
Yes.
Alright, guys, we are going to sign out in a few.
Come on, man.
By the way, thanks guys for watching this channel. It's very important. Thank you very much. Thank you. There are people who give me money. They do memberships. become there's somewhere
can
put
join.
and you become a member. Thank you very much. I don't take you
much
for
is it?
granted. That starts from
you
3,000.
drop what
That's
you have.
$1, I think,
Yeah.
up to 300,000.
All right.
But you can even give me $1 million. You just go
It's
to
fine.
put your Visa card, and you know,
Cha-ching.
yeah. So thank you very much. I really can't take you guys for granted. It means a lot. But yeah. Thank you very much. So I'm coming with today. I start the newspaper review. Brian, will you be there to call a newspaper review? You like 10 minutes of your time.
All right.
What do you to Malan to deco
Alright.
to call a newspaper review?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
My man.
We'll be coming later after for the newspaper review, but right about now we have to be signing out of here.
My man.
The side guys first. Yeah. And that Charlie live.
You'll edit it out.
Nako as editing ngena kasula yobusozika. Ngano nka editing mama nasula kwekyo.
All right.
Yeah man.
All right.
Nebera
Let's
ngokawulira
sign out.
mato. Kati yo yani ayimba.
It used to be my song.
It used to be a song. Wayimbako.
Huh?
It used to be a song. Wayimbako.
Yes.
Okay.
I am a music star. Touch my knee.
Lie. Sorry.
.93 KFM, 5 minutes to 10 o'clock. It is Brian and Maritza starting your day and signing out
Yeah.
with some Mario. And I choose you.
Yeah.
Kasuku.
Waking you up this morning, if as soon as the lockdown was, when they opened outside, you went and got married, had your 300 people, had a beautiful wedding.
Naegwe, Brian, mumukola ku mikolo. Have you noticed people still want lockdown rates?
Yes. I just told these guys that me, I'm back to my normal price because people have money.
So for me, I rarely do functions now.
You know?
Because katinako okwemolera ku bantu. You
know?
better you look funny.
What do you mean?
Sagala bantu kunsumbuwa. Someone tells you arrive at 1, omukolo ne kutandika at 4.
But you should communicate those things as
There's some Muslim function I was at. They paid me 4M. Abasilamu, the mugole wanted me the man. Kumbe the mugole we used to drink together. Nayaga is married from a staunch Muslim family. Kadibetatuka ali mugole invites me, says Kasuku soko je. Nangamba kwate chikopo. Kap! Nangan. Kebere mabegao mu motoka. Mune muka whisky ojja yiwako mpola mpola. Era what we did. Na yiwa mnenteka wali wa DJ nga buli wengenda mu okay now guys. Nanga Kasuku ngeche. That in a special we want to thank Sevo. Thank you for giving us your photo in today's Daily Monitor. Netu yambe give us album obechi bawo where we put them in our houses.
Yeah.
You can't just give us like this. To where Chibawa Sebo.
But
My
people
friend,
still
we are
have
still
those
waiting for
posters.
radios.
They still have them, eh?
Yeah, people still have these posters of like 10 years ago. Yeah.
But Sevo Chakoze Chenja Urokubanne. He looks Sevo.
Yeah.
We thought he was bringing the other time when he still has big cheeks. What?
No,
But he looks Museveni exactly.
Looks nice.
With the grey hair here and the nose and the white shirt. Anyway, we got to sign out and go and leave you guys alone.
Come on, man.
I'm feeling nostalgic here. Nostalgic. Nostalgia equal nostalgic. I'm feeling nostalgic. Chiricho Adogama congested is stuffy.
Your English teachers.
I'm feeling
Your
stuffy.
teachers of English are cringing right now.
Until next time, we want to say bye,
Bye,
men.
Don't be nostalgic.
Don't be nostalgic, nauseatic.